My dear colleague, Sri Jayant Chaudhary ji, Honorable Minister of State for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Minister of State for Education, Sri Sanjay Kumar ji, Secretary, Department of School Education, Dr. Vinit Joshi, Secretary, Higher Education Department, and my dear friend, Professor B. Kamakoti, Padma Shri, Director, IIT Madras, Professor Ashwini Mahalingam, Professor Mr. Kaviraj Nair, CEO, Office of Institutional Advancement, IIT Madras, dignitaries from industry, from academia, students, friends from media, officials from Education Department and other ministries. I congratulate IIT Madras for this novel initiative. Actually, it is meant, the motto of the institute should be how to build the nation. I am thankful to my colleagues from IIT Madras. They have created a framework from IIT Madras to for Bharat building together. I was thinking we have to accept the wisdom of wise men, and I count Professor Kamakoti as a wise man. So I have to accept his wisdom. But my basic question I was thinking when I was looking at this template, when we all were separate unit, when IIT and Bharat were separate, both were organic single entity. But thanks, you have reminded yourself, and assuring country will work together. Congratulations IIT Madras for reminding and not reminding, reassuring nation will work for Bharat. And I am confident you are working for Bharat. Not only IIT Madras, many institutions are, the motto of their institutions, how to build this great nation. Friends, when Ashwin, I think, introducing Kamakoti's drive and approach, how he is leading IIT Madras from patent to IPO. I am not satisfied with this. My appetite is little bit more. I will be happy when the product will come. And also Kamakoti ji was presenting his viewpoint through a presentation, how much financial resource he has generated through this Center of Excellence. Friend, these all are numerical magics. How it is related to common man of this country. How this great institution on whom a sizable national investment is there. Not only financial, the trust, belief, all these facts are also embedded with the institutions like IIT. With this kind of expectation, as a public policy in charge of this sector, my expectation, we have some national priority. I am happy. As a responsible academic body, IIT Madras has taken forward the mandate given to them through Institute of Importance recommendation. They have created some Center of Excellence. And today, with the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, government is committed to create a new ecosystem in research sector. Gone are the days where institutions will only be specific to teaching. Now priority has changed. There is a societal consensus. Institution must research should not be limited up to PhD thesis, citation, paper publication. Research must lead to innovation. And I am confident. I have visited many of the IITs, many of the institutions. I mingle with all of you. I saw your projects. We all are going to global platform next month with the template of Bharat Innovate. Friend, this is the time. Since last 12 years I am working in government. Our talent pool is leading the global goods in many ways. But time has come to refurbish the entire process. Why don't we innovate in our country? Our country is an open laboratory. Science and innovation and technology, when it has been invented, when human being has been pushed to the wall, his compulsion, his compassion, his concern brought science to the forefront. But every human being became an innovator when he is pushed to the wall. India is a fit case to take the global lead with lot of compassion, lot of poverty, lot of challenges, lot of natural barriers. We are a fit case to be a society of innovators. And who will become the driver of this innovation ecosystem? Certainly institutions like IIT. I personally am a strong believer of IIT ecosystem, and especially the IIT Madras. IIT Madras is as a leading institution. They are doing innovative works in many fronts. My friends from industry are also here. Friends, government has allocated 1 lakh crore of rupees through a budgetary allocation in the template of research development innovations. This is soft loan, this is a grant to industry, especially to the private sector, especially to the startups. Few years back, we have only few hundreds of startups in our country. Now we have crossed more than 2.5 lakhs of startups in our country. Many of the unicorns are coming out of hostels and mess of IITs. Friends, there is a new culture in the world, and India is developing its standing in the innovation index from 81st position to we became now 38th. According, if you look into any global analytics paper, in the frontier research, India has made its place. But there is a mismatch. My primary expectation from IIT-like institutions and from industrial friends, corporate friends, are you believing really IITs? Are you believing really our Indian institutions? You are believing you have to depend on technology. You have to depend on licenses. You have to bring new methods of technology from global market. Those who have been developed by our people from outside. Our people are going overseas, they are developing technologies, they are creating ease, and our industry is purchasing those technologies with a price because they have to compete with market. Once I asked a big corporate giant, MNC from Indian origin MNCs, why don't you, he has given some, I don't, Kamakoti ji, and Vinit Joshi ji, I don't believe these CSR-driven research initiatives. This is not social responsibility, this is investment. If you want to grow in India, there is a market, there is an aspirational society. China's own market is owns population. India's primary market has to be India's population, plus the global south. Entire global south is depending on India for its cost effectiveness, for its similar situations. So you have a domestic captive market. If you want to grow in the domestic and captive market, you have to develop your own product. You have to invest in our institutions. I am happy few of the Indian corporates and PSUs are today, Kamakoti is going to honor them on this platform. I am happy, I am grateful to all of you, but I am not satisfied. Your CSR is a tokenism. Why don't you investment? You want to put a factory. You want to develop an office. You want to put a machinery. You want to put machinery. You want to invest on the human resource. So why don't you invest in the innovation? Why don't you invest in an institution? Our institutions are capable. An institution has also, you have to move to industry. Because in India, I beg pardon from my academician's friend, you have a notion, profit making is a sin thing. How can we go to industry? They are for profit. Industry think buying a license, buying a good idea from outside is the way. Friends, in India, in the 21st century, we have to break this glass ceiling. Government is providing resource, as I said, 1 lakh crore Research Development Innovation Funds is there. ANRF is the platform to moderate and create a bridge between you, industry and innovation centers, institutions and startups. And this fund is also meant for startups. Recently, through us, there are many research initiatives by Government of India. 70% of research investment in India is coming from government funding. This is not a good sign. We have to have at least 50-50. 50% research investment has to come from industry. Have faith on us. These institutions have a greater capability. I know many of my young professors, those who are working in campus, they are here working with a passion, with a mission, with a dedicated motivation. If they would go to industry, their life will be much more better than what is today. But India is a unique country. We have our own way of thinking. We can't think of ourselves. We can't think about I only. We are a believer of we are a believer of community, we are a believer of societal good. This Bharat building is a mission for all of us. By 2047, we have to be a developed country. Our target of to be a developed country is not only meant for our Indian citizens. As I said, mark my word, my dear friends, by next 25 years, next 30 years, when we are reaching 2047, 2050, half of the global population will depend on Indian model. At least global south will depend on Indian model. Your responsibility to build the Bharat is not only limited up to India's boundary. Building Bharat means building global civilization, building global south, building a solution for poor of the world with a sustainable model. Now, Government of India has reposed faith on IIT ecosystem and Indian Education Department ecosystem. 4 centers of excellence are working through AI, through IIT ecosystem, on healthcare, on sustainable cities, on agriculture, now on education. Many more centers of excellence are working in our research ecosystem. But friends, we have to move beyond laboratory. We have to move beyond citation. We have to move beyond so-called patent and IPO. We have to have solutions of day-to-day life of human being. Why small country from Scandinavia are creating impact in the global ecosystem? Why can't we? Why can't we? This is a basic, as a public policy practitioner, this basic question is coming to my mind. I am confident about my talent pool, about my youngsters' aspiration. But there is a missing link today. I think initiative like Bharat Building, initiative like Bharat Innovate, initiative like this industry, academy and policymaker network of today's kind will create a new pathway. I again congratulate the entire participant of this great event today. Being a prestigious institution of our country, IIT Madras, they are promoting their cause. They are reporting in a way. In a democracy, you have to report back to your authority. Authority of this system is people of country. I'm happy this should be a model to all the institutions of country, whether central funded or state funded. They must come to society what kind of thing they are doing in their campus, what kind of innovation, what kind of research, what kind of social new practices they are creating within their ecosystem, that has to be reported back to the society. I am congratulating IIT Madras. Padma Shri has done a good thing. This Padma Shri is not only meant for IIT Professor Kamakoti. This honor to all the IIT professors of the country, all the academicians of this country. And again congratulating all of you. Congratulations. I hope there will be new breeze, new hope in the 21st century. Thank you, friends.